All right. I think I am live. Let me go ahead and send notifications that I am out, and we can get started. Got a little bit of grinding to do before we go do the gym, but not that much. Okay. Go ahead and send this information out. Send it out right here. And send this out here. And then that shit here. Alright. Okay. Alright. Hello, Mom. How's it going? Alright. Today I'm going to actually turn the volume down on the game itself. Let me actually make sure that the... Okay. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Did you forget your phone? Alright. Thank you, One Penguin, for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. How's it going? Welcome. We're going to be doing a little bit of grinding before we get into the next gym. But we should be fine for the gym, honestly. I don't know about sweeping, but we'll probably be fine. Alright, cool. Oh, this is the wrong account. Let me go ahead and change that. Alright. Larry the Chad time. Pretty much. I've only fought him one time, and that's when I was speedrunning through the game, and I had like a high level team. So I wonder, like, when I'm his level, how hard it'll be. But we also should be getting quite a few encounters as well today, right? Let's see. Pull out my handy dandy notes. After this, our level goes up to 42. Which means we can catch stuff in West 3. I don't believe we caught anything in West 3. No, wait. We did, right? Think we did. Was it this deerling that we caught? It was. Alright, I need to write that down. I forgot about that. I'll go ahead and write that. West is done. The west side is done. The east side is done. We can go to Dalizapa Pass. We can go to... Honestly, that's about it. Oh, and the mountains. So we can get an ice type if we really want. But... What's the next gym? So after the normal gym, it's the 6th gym. So I guess that's actually where we go, right? Because it's the Ghost Gym, then the Psychic Gym, then the Ice Gym, and then the Champion, and then the rest of the stuff. Gardevoir is also in the mountains. Yeah. Let me make sure that our team's, like, good for this. We have a lot of other decent mons here in the box, but our plan... Oops. Our plan's so... That swath of Monsana, I mean, I don't think we need... like too much else, right? He's got Torch Song, Snarl, Round, and Yawn. Really don't think he needs anything else. I should look up, get the team handy on my phone, actually. I think that'll be good. Used to have a tab open, but I actually got rid of it. One Violet Gym leaders. Okay. So I know he has a Komala, a Dudunsparce, a Staraptor. The only thing is Komala has Yawn, Sucker Punch, and Slam. So maybe... I could probably take one. I can't use Yawn on the thing. Let me check its moves. So here, let me actually get out of this. How close are all these guys to leveling up? Oh wait, that's here, isn't it? Yeah, we need quite a bit for you. You're 35. 34, 36. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pollo Picante, the hot chicken wing, is pretty good. 35, 35. Another ghost type should also be helpful. Yeah, I don't think this man's going to be changing any of his moves, but I could check. He does have Stomping Tantrum. That is better than Bulldoze, just in terms of damage. So we're going to go ahead and take that. I don't think anything else, because I think we're just going to use Manzana. Phantom Force. I mean, it's better than... I can get rid of Hex for that. So we can do that. I don't think you really learn anything from my last check. Yeah. I could use Hongo here, actually. Who could set up... He can actually set up Iron Defense. This is actually not that bad. We can get rid of Headbutt. Then instead of Smackdown, we can give it Rock Slide. And then it can... Well, Smackdown's 100% accurate, but that's fine. This should probably also work. I think it's safer to use this method. And we can give him the leftovers instead of this guy here. It doesn't really get much. Gets Flamethrower, but he has Torch Song, which is better. I do think that going this method, because the only thing he can use other than that is Slam, which I think we can kind of just win with Hongo. Well, we have two Ghost types as a backup. I don't think we lose any Mons on this. Knock on wood about that, but I think we're fine. Hongo should kind of carry. So let's get the team leveled up, which is why we have the music on. I think we just give our boy some leftovers and then he can be good. Who's up front? Manzana? Yeah. Manzana's like absurdly small. Mass outbreak of Spidops. Well, that's some EXP for me, I guess. If we find a shiny one, I guess we replace one of our encounters, so it's not horrible. Need to keep track of... even click A on you. But we need to keep track of Pollo Picante and Manzana's EXP as we fight. Yeah. Okay. It's also raining, which makes things so much slower. Okay. Who's going to hit it first? Is it Manzana? It probably will be a very close, so we just got to do, like, fights one-on-one at this point. So let's see. We probably can knock out this guy. And that guy as well. Actually, I think I'm really comfy with that. I'm going to go ahead and take Manzana out of there. Put Fletchender in here. Just so that I can have... and also... Actually, scratch that. We're going to put Magikarp in here just so he can get some EXP. We're going to put Pollo Picante up front. So he's about 700 away. Yeah, okay, one more Spite Ops. And then we'll just take him back. I'm spamming the recall button. Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and put him back in here. Now we can get our other flying type. Put him in here. You guys aren't really close to leveling up. Yeah, you're not really close. But we can put Hongo up front because they're bug types. Really easy to knock out with Hongo. Hongo's just a little slow, but you know, we love him all the same. I think we need to keep track of, yeah, Pirueta. That way, because yeah, he's the closest one to leveling up next, so he's the one we gotta look after. Take this back. He seems fine. I can easily like knock out these Spite Ops without a problem. Oh, Algodone might actually take it first. Algodone might be the first, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Hongo's kind of going in, though. Kind of doing his thing. He's losing health, actually. That's kind of crazy. We're getting kind of close. But again, we should be fine. Like one or two more? Get about. Yeah, I can do like one more with Belly Bolt. Go ahead and get this straggler. Spam the recall button. Perfect. I do not like how you crawl, my guy. Okay, and I think Algodone's close. Is he close enough? He's close enough to me. He's fine. We'll put him in. Put him in. I have not been even looking at like Hongos. Or Rosquias. So 1400, 1300. Okay. We'll put Ojivas, grapes in here. And do we need anyone else? I could put Passimian in here. It's not a horrible thing. Alright, now I just gotta watch Hongo and Donphan. Go ahead and throw him at some more Spite Ops. Should be fine. Gets about 300 a pop. Yeah, I think if I fought one more, Hongo would be over. He's like, it's like close. I forgot to turn my fan on to cool down my Switch because it still overheats. Hongo's fine. We're going to go ahead and put Hongo in. We'll grab Leche. Leche is like a good, just normal mon. Donphan. You can fight Spite Ops. It's actually pretty quick. Oh, he can't fight Spite Ops? He can fight a Sudowoodo. What's he at? That was 301 for a Sudowoodo. I can fight two more Sudowoodos. Will be good for the gym. I just need to find those two more Sudowoodos. More Spite Ops, Breloom. There's one right there. I forget they run. Oh, he's gonna disappear. Yeah, I forget that they run. That's okay. I mean, we have time. It should be fine. Should probably also get off of my bike. Spidops, Scythers, Primates again. Quiet Mint. I have not been even looking at my mints. I don't think I need to change any of them, though. I feel confident. I like the ones I have. Well, for the most part. Okay. Go get him, Don Fan. One more. Oh, that was 366. You know what? I think we're good. Let's go. Oh, I don't have the ability to glide yet. I'm used to my other game. Alright. Let me go ahead. Now that we're in the town, we're safe. Let's go ahead and get the team out here. Chocolate up there. Get these two over here. We have good mons in the back. This ghost gym coming up, I think we'll be fine. I wish we had Hongo's other ability for it. You can't always get everything you want, so. What's my money looking like? Can I go buy more leftovers, or can I go get like an expert belt or something? Let me save. Get off of this. Let's see. Holding X. Come on. Hey, MBB. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. What's my money? I have... Doesn't tell me. That's fine. I could also just go to the Pokemart so it can tell me. How's it going? We're just doing a Nuzlocke in this game. It's going really well so far. We should have a pretty good plan for Larry, our main man. Let me see. What's my money looking like? I can also sell. 65. I can actually go get some stuff. Do I want to go... Do I need more is the question. Not really. I think all I need is leftovers. Just work on my living decks? Yeah. I made a lot of updates to it recently. I worked a lot on it today. If you want to take a look at it and tell me how you feel about it. I think it's good. It's a better. I was taking input for some other people. Plus speed minus defense. Okay. Ooh. Let me use... Oh, that's holding. Let me use these EV items. Right here. HP up probably goes to our starter. Physical attack. I can give that to Donphan. And defense goes to Hongo for sure. It'll be helpful in this upcoming fight. And that's special defense. I can give that to Billy Bolt. Okay. So... let me go ahead and just pause the music. Let me go ahead and put the game volume back in. Oh, wait. What's Larry's secret formula? I forget. Grilled rice balls, medium, extra crispy with lemon. Cool. We'll go ahead and save here. Put Hongo up front, and Hongo should just, on his own, handle the gym. Gym over here. Famed Treasure Eatery. I think I can just go in here. Does this work? Sorry, I got hit with 3 ads after I sent a message. Oh, I'm sorry. That's fine. What I was telling you is I made a lot of updates to the chart so far. If you want to take a look at it, I worked quite a few hours on it today. It should look a little bit better. Okay. Order the secret menu. Oh, so we'll definitely check it. Okay. Thank you. And just let me know in Discord if it's like something can be changed. So we need grilled rice balls, medium, extra crispy, with lemon. Okay. Now that all those people are disintegrated by the gym floor, it's time for the 5th gym. Awesome. Okay. Tell the waiter at the treasury. We'll take your order up front. Oh, do I just talk to this guy again? Yes? Yes. Okay. Our boy Larry, look at him. He's stanced up and ready to fight. All right. Let's get this battle over with. I love this guy. All right. All right. I've never fought Gym 5 before in a Nuzlocke, so let's see how we do. All right, starting off with Komala, but we have our Pongo to pretty much wall him out, and we should be easily able to do this. Comatose is fine. So we're just going to pretty much Iron Defense and recover stall until we're at max defense, and then we can do lots of damage with Salt Cure and Rock Slide to sweep his team. So let's go ahead and try and get that started. With Sucker Punch, he can't hit me because I'm not attacking him. This way we can build up defenses. The only thing is that if he puts us to sleep, we're just going to have to stall out the sleep with using Iron Defense more. Which is fine. Alright, this way we are at max defense. So, literally, like, no damage should come to us. And even if it's something that is super effective, which only one Pokemon has, we have Sturdy, so we can definitely live one, and we can also just recover. So, we're just going to keep hitting. We're going to hit Iron Defense once. I don't know if Sucker Punch works in sleep. I don't believe it does. But just in case, I'm just going to keep using Iron Defense until I wake up. Screw that ideology that I just said. We're just going to go for Salt Cure immediately. Okay, so Sucker Punch does work. We're still asleep. But I think Leftovers heals either most of it or all of it. Yeah, most of it. We're 1 HP. So just going to use Salt Cure. Going for Slam. Does less damage. We wake up. We get a Salt Cure off. Honestly, we're at max defense. I don't think there's any reason for us not to Terrasilize right now. So I think I'm just going to do that and knock out this Komala and the rest of his team. So we're just going to do that and Rock Slide. I'm so sorry that I have to do this to you, Larry, but I think that this Pokemon kind of counters your entire team. Yawn's a little annoying, especially because we're going to be going into a new mon in just a second, actually. This is actually not the best strategy to be under, but I mean, it doesn't matter if I go for Salt Cure or not this turn. Because we're gonna knock out Komala. Alright. Komala goes down. He's sending out the Dunsparce next. Should be at full health, pretty much. Yep. Alright. But we're asleep. We should still be fine, though. Okay. Next is the Dunsparce. We dodge Drill Run. We're asleep for this turn, and then we have a 50-50 shot of waking up next turn. Are you going to add a Gold Dango to your team? If I can somehow blindly walk to get that chest as my first encounter, maybe. That's not good. Alright, Salt Cure. Get some damage to start out with. But that Drill Run critting is scary. Yeah, well, that strategy is no longer going to work, so we're just going to have to go into our 2 ghost types to finish this up. Alright. If he's going for Drill Run, he's going to do nothing. We could just switch stall this, the Dunsparce. Did you know your opponent can learn Recover? I do, and he does have Recover, and he's at max defense, but I don't want to risk him getting crit again and me losing the Mon. So it's a lot safer just to switch back and forth and switch stall this thing. So this thing is definitely going for Slam, so we can just go into Mansana, who doesn't get hurt by Slam. Or not Slam, it's Hyper Drill. Yeah. Which does hit. Yeah, crits, yeah. Alright, Salt Cure is just such a good move. Because now it's going to go for Drill Run. We can go back into our Flying type, who's immune to it. So nice to have all the immunities in the game. The only one we don't have is... Actually, no, we have them all. We have Ground, Flying, and Ghost. Glare can't affect my boy. Because we are Electric type, which is also insane. Alright, now we go back into Mansana. Hyper Drill doesn't affect him. We just are switch stalling this thing to have it get knocked out by our 1 Salt Cure attack. So we just switch back into Poyo. Alright, no for Deemed Hydrate. Thank you very much. And hopefully Mansana should be out for the, Yeah, Mansana should be out for Star Rafter. This is perfect. And then we can just use Mansana's Torch Song to kind of do the rest of this. So, or we could Yawn first turn, then Torch Song. We'll see what's better. We'll Yawn first turn just to see. Wait until you learn of Ground, Fire, and Wind immunities. Oh yeah, I forgot about those, huh? Alright, but switch stalling this the Dunsparce worked. And now the Dunsparce goes down. Alright. And now we have our starter, Mansana, for Star Rafter. And this is probably the best scenario that we have for him. So here comes Staraptor. Intimidate does not matter. We're just going to yawn first turn just to feel out the match. I might end up losing this. We'll see. Okay. Oh, here comes everybody. Waiting to see the main event Larry lose to a crocodile. Lose to a flaming, singing crocodile. Oh, he's doing his stretches. He's scaring me a little bit. Alright, here we go. Alright. Here we go. The only thing he can do is Aerial Ace. How much does this do? That's pretty much nothing. I think we can just win with Yawn on its own. Alright. Let's hope it's slower and no crits. Yeah. It's not going to be slower. We're going to be completely fine, though, with leftovers. Alright, I think we could just use Torch Song. A crit doesn't even kill. I think next Torch Song kills. Alright. Perfect. Now, with Staraptor asleep and one Torch Song used, I think this next Torch Song kills. Staraptor's automatically asleep for the first turn. Let's see if this kills. Perfect. Alright, Staraptor goes down, and a nearly flawless Gym 5. I'm so sorry that I had to beat you, Larry. But it had to be done. I'll see you in the Elite Four. Alright, there goes Larry. And Leftovers MVP. Leftovers is such a good item. Alright, that is Gym 5. Still no deaths. We have a Ghost Gym coming up. Let me go ahead and update the... Let me update everything. Keep the Larry's thing on. Ghost. Rigged indeed. Today I caught 2 more shinies. Damn, dude. Crazy. Which ones did you get? Oh, and they'll actually listen to you, too. Alright, Facade, right? Yeah, Facade. Alright. So I could teach... Oh, there's the champion. I think if I really wanted to, I could teach that to Leche or Oinkolo. Oh, is this when we fight Nimona? The #1 champion, the top of champions, who uses her team wrong. Which is crazy. Time for our battle. Okay. So we do have to find. Pushing on a Scrope to end up empty-handed, I see. Had to put work, but got Magnemite and Rufflet. Those are 2 pretty good ones. I really like Magnemite because it's like gold. Has a gold tint to it. Pushing on a Scrope. You can get Scrope. I believe. Scrope's pretty good. Also should be pretty easy to shiny hunt because it's like one of the only water poisons. Alright. Does our team get healed up? Maybe? Magnemite caught a Luxury Ball? Best Pokeball ever to be created. Alright. Rufflet in great. It's blue and red Evo. Indeed. I don't think I ever wrote down the Pokemon League encounter. So we can go get a Pokemon League encounter, honestly. Unless we already did? Okay, she does heal our team. But Nemona should be easy. Just want to get shiny metallic wands and the shiny metallic ball. I just catch as many things as I can, as long as it's like closely colored to what it is. Or if there's nothing that I really feel that speaks to it, I just use luxury ball. Anyway, Nemona right after Larry. I think we should be fine. Hongo. That's what I did. I see. 36. Still should be fine. I'll Salt Cure, because I don't know what this thing's going for. Yeah, that's fine. Salt Cure. We're going to be doing more residual damage. We have leftovers and recover and iron defense. So ultimately, we're winning here. Hey, Raindrop. How's it going? Welcome. We just beat the 5th gym. Easy. Easy peasy. We're just going to go for iron defense, honestly. Yeah, and now this Nemona immediately right after the gym was like, hey, I want to fight. Which I was like, great. Luckily, we got healed. So I didn't have to worry about it. But other than that first fight ever in my first run of this game ever with Nemona, this wasn't that bad. I can go for one more iron defense. And then I can go for recover. Actually, no, I can go for one more iron defense after this. Wrapping a Christmas present soon? Ooh. Hey, I got your Christmas present wrapped and it's all ready for you. Okay. Why is Salt Cure such a damn good ability? Move. This Pokemon is just an S-tier Nuzlocke mon. Anything against a physical attacker, it just wins. I'm going to use one more Salt Cure on it, and then I'll recover. Also, the best part about Salt Cure is that it doesn't go away. Like Infestation does, for example. Which is so insane. That's why it's just such a good move. It doesn't die here. It will go down next turn. And we recover, and we're at full HP. We're at max defense and at full HP. As long as it doesn't send out a special attack, we should be fine. But even if it does, I will just be fine. It won't matter. Lycanroc goes down pretty easily to just our main boy Hongo. Goomy. Well, I can't switch. But I don't think I want to stay in against Goomy. I think he's definitely got special moves. What's my best thing for the Goomy? Gonna go for like a water move. Probably like water gun or like mud shot. I feel comfortable going into Pollo Picante. Gonna have water pulse. That's probably what it is, huh? But we're still alive. How about you? Yeah. Or absorb. Dragon pulse. Interesting. I'm just gonna roost because I don't know what's gonna go for after this. Get rid of my flying typing. Just for a second. What is this going? It's just gonna keep going for Dragon Pulse. Went to 71. So 67 crit. That's gonna do like 40 damage. We should live one crit. I'm going to Electro Ball even though it's resisted. I'm super fast. That did not do anything. Yep, okay. Good thing I calc that. So Dragon Pulse. This will be fine. There's our boy. We should take this really well. Yeah. Oh, I didn't give it leftovers back. That's fine. Because we got Protect and Slack Off. I'm just gonna discharge though. Because of our ability, Electromorphosis. Ooh, paralyzed. I love that Dolphin trolls when it's walking. I know, it's so good, right? We can Mud Shot. There we go. There goes Gumi. I'll go 38, which means it's gonna evolve. Ooh, yeah. Okay, finally, I'll have a whatever it is. I forget. Stealth Rock? No, I don't need it. I think my moveset's like pretty good for right now. Pomo. Huh. Oh my. I'm so excited for the end of this match. Alright, Monsana can deal with this. Oh, I'm so happy. How much does Spark do? Not much. Paralyzed is not fun, though. We have leftovers. It's probably got Spark, like, Arm Thrusts, maybe, which doesn't affect us. It doesn't have a Dark-type move, I don't think. Let me just Torch Song. Yeah, I can't really do too much, but being paralyzed sucks. But Torch Song should still win this. 1 or 2 hits with Torch Song should annihilate this thing. It's doing roughly 15 damage a turn. Crit does like 25. Alright. Torch Song again. Ah, we made it through. Now we're at +2 special attack. And Pomo goes down. Yeah, Pomo just falls to the song. So, yes, please. Let me get rid of Round. It wasn't doing anything. Now we have Stab Ghost. A really good Stab Ghost move. What do you have last? Meowscarada. Ooh. Might have a dark move. I don't know if it has one immediately, though. Even if it does, it's Night Slash, and I'm scared? Oh, this is not the best situation. Honestly, this is pretty scary. It's definitely not going for... Well, let me go into Pirouetta, which is neutral to both and is pretty bulky. Just to see if it's going for Night Slash. I assume it has it. Okay, Terrastal. I forgot all about Terrastalization. I could have gotten rid my Ghost typing. Ah. I need to get to the mindset of this game again. I could have been at a +2. This might hurt real bad, especially because it auto crits. Okay, live 1 Meows, please. 70 damage. Okay. Am I faster than a Meowscarada? Is Algodone... Well, I'm switching Algodone in. Got Infestation. Flower Trick does how much? Auto crit. 50 damage. Uh-oh. Well, I know I can't be knocked down in a single move. I need to check this thing's moveset. I'm pretty sure that I'm in a pretty bad position right now. I guess I look up Nemona fights. No, I want to just know her team. Not how to beat her. Let me just go to IGN. Who is Nimona? Okay. Okay, it's not helping me with the team. I mean, it's telling me the team, but not the moves. Even if I get a clean switch in, what happens now? This is actually a horrible situation I put myself in. So what's the best situation that happens here? What's the best thing that happens here? I have to probably sack something. Algodon can't take another hit. Pirueta cannot take another hit. I could have protected with it to waste a power point. Pollo can't take another hit. Manzana probably can't take another hit. And even if it could, and take two, there's a chance it just doesn't move. Roskia might... Well, actually, both Hongo and Roskia can take one hit. You got grass move, fairy move, a special grass move, and probably a dark move. You would think that it would have a dark move, but it didn't use it against my starter when it was out. Maybe that's just because or she terastallizes in a lot of set fights, the terastallization happens, and then they use the move to match that terastallization. Oh no. Well, then she's just like Hop, using grass for Terra Waste. Yeah, but no, it's working is the thing, is because it crits all the time and never misses. What can I do? What I can do, I can switch in to our Belly Bolt. Belly Bolt falls, but I will then be able to... I have another electric type on my team already. When Belly Bolt falls, I can go into Hongo, use Salt Cure, because that will do residual damage, so I won't die. But then I'll probably need to switch into Donphan after that, just to take a hit. And then probably sack Algodon next. We're just going to have to hope that Salt Cure does... I'm going to have to Terastallize Salt Cure this thing. So that's our strategy. That really sucks, though. So... Thank you, Piruleta. Goodbye. Okay. Powered up your next move. Unfortunately, you fell. Alright, that's a death on the board. But that's okay. We have a way out of this, hopefully. So now we have Hongo, who has Sturdy, which is very useful in this case. Terastallize and Salt Cure, so it's residual damage every turn. Sturdy and high defense? Yeah, but the crit won't... Well, I guess the crit will still... Like, it doesn't matter. There's no way that our boy can take two. He'll automatically take one, though. Yep. Sturdy saved his ass. Alright, Salt Cure, please do, like, get a crit back or something, just to do a bunch of damage. That's okay. That's okay damage. Leftovers aren't gonna help right now. Okay. So there's Salt Cure. Now we're gonna go into our other sturdy mon. Protect. He doesn't have Protect. So we can definitely take one more. Because of sturdy. Donphan's super slow. So unfortunately... Wait a minute. I might ultimately lose. So let's see. Stalker does like... It looks like 1/8. So I need to live 4 more turns. Which I will live, but I don't know if how I do this otherwise, without losing the rest of my team, basically. Pokemon Stalker. Yeah, I get that Knuckle Stack can learn it, but how much does it do? Move database. Yeah, I get it. What's its base after every turn? Effect 1/8. So it is 1/8, which means I have to live 4 turns. Monsonic could resist or nah. That's the thing, is that I don't know if Monsonic can live 1 because it's a crit. I literally am gonna have to calc this like right now. So let me carefully check summary, pull up its stats, and hope that it can take 1. Let me see. Let me bring up the Pokemon damage calc. Luckily, it's automatically a crit, so I can count that in. So, Skeledirge. Level, what are you, 38? Yeah, 38. Your defense is 88. Okay. Your HP is 135, which is pretty high for your IVs, it looks like. Okay. And I am currently at 71, which is like 53%. So now I go to Meowscarada. And Meowscarada's level 37. Does she have 1/8 but deals... Yeah, 4 times. Okay, thank you. Does Meowscarada have IVs and EVs? I'm gonna assume the worst first. Where it has max EVs and attack, max IVs, and adamant nature. Just for the worst case scenario. And then I go for Flower Trick. Or it goes for Flower Trick. Crit. Flower Trick looks like, in the worst case scenario, that it's doing 28%, which looks wrong. Oh, I need to give it adaptability. Duh. He can live 1. He actually is he can take 1. According to the stats, he can take 1 hit. Maybe 2 if I did my calcs wrong. This is the worst case scenario. I'm going for quick attack. Is he out of Flower Trick? I think Meowscarada's out of Flower Trick. Sulcure takes some damage. Oh, because it was at 1 HP. and it wanted to kill. The computer was like, oh, let me go for priority move to knock it out. Please, Mansana, break through. Breakthrough paralysis and hit this thing. 87 to 53. Wait. We might be just fine. Mansana! He breaks us to the promised land! Ooh! Only losing one mon in that scenario is actually crazy. Mansana is insane! Skeleturge is the best starter! Fire Ghost is crazy! We do have to give... So good call. It was the best call that I could do. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't look it up at all. I should have. But I could have just went into him immediately. I probably did not have to lose Belly Bolt. I might have. Because the damage might have started stacking too fast if I didn't break through paralysis. It was the best. It was the safest play. Because that way, if I didn't break through paralysis, I would have lost a lot more mons and probably lost. So it was the safest bet. But anyway, F's in chat or RIPs with the emote for our friend Bellybolt. Thank you for helping us through the gyms. And I hope you have a good rest. I know that we're going down to the lowest of lows, but Hongo is evolving to the lowest of lows to the highest of highs. Look at our man, Garganackle, whatever his name is. This man's crazy. Crazy stat-wise, it's insane. Hammer Arm. Your moveset's like nearly perfect right now, buddy. I might get rid of Rock Slide, honestly, for something else, but insane. Minecraft looking boy, yeah! You forgot Skeleturge is tanky to counter Moroskorota's crits. It is, but I honestly thought that it would take one, maybe two. But yeah, if I still missed the paralysis, I could have lost way more mons. It's the DK face. It was the safest bet for me. I might have been able to lose no one, but it was safer to do that. Also, we don't have a water type on our team, and because of that, we can have Gyarados on our team. Officially now, at least. Because we have an open slot. Garganackle has DK face. Look at it. Oh my god, he does. I never saw that before. Now I'm never gonna unsee it. Alright, Bellybolt. Thank you so much. This is a really, really good team. We just gotta get him leveled up a little bit. But we should be fine. Look at that, 117.81. Yeah, he's so good. I just like tanky mons when it comes to Nuzlocks. Alright. So now, our next stop is... That's not even max stats. That's nowhere near max stats. I don't even know what my IVs are at all. Can I calculate my IVs? No, Garganackle is extremely overpowered. Especially for Nuzlocks. If you're fighting any physical attacker, he just wins. Because he can just set up. This moveset is... Hold on. This moveset especially really just breaks the game if I'm fighting anything physical that I could take like a few hits on. One thing I need to do is Pokemon Violet IV Calc. It might just give me a... Oh no, there's a calc instead of the judge function. Enter Pokemon's name. It doesn't say the Pokemon's name like outright, which is kind of crazy. Gan. I wanted to make sure I was spelling it right. So Garganackle. Gen 9. Nature. I believe it's quiet. Yeah, it's quiet. Let's figure out his IVs. Characteristic. It has good endurance. Oh, that's so crazy. Input EVs. I don't know what EVs he has. Yeah, dang, bad nature. That's okay. We can find probably an impish nature somewhere. Impish nature min, at least. Look at this dude. When do we get the lucky egg? I forget. Do we get the lucky egg? Like, I can just use all these on. Nope. I did not want to give you that item. Is it when we go to the next gym? Or... Because I know it's like you get it before you do a gym, but I don't remember... like anything else about it. Yeah. But anyway. We can put Mansana up front, and I think we could get some encounters. Let's do that. It's a little scary if we go to South 6, which is the area of the 7th gym. We can try it. Did I ever write down? I never wrote down how many badges you need to get the Galarian Meowth. I can go to the mountains. And I can go to Dalizapa Pass, which... Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Thank you. Is on this side. I believe Dalizapa Pass is right here, and then the mountains are up here. So what we can do is we can also just go do some Team Star bases really quick. Like crazy quick. At least the first two. The poison one's gonna... I don't know. I'll have to see. Team Star teams. I need to type Pokemon. Therapy, please. Pop up. I need to write... Oh, wait. Hold on. I saw a Therapy for a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So... yeah, the Dark type and the Fire type, I'm not really scared for. Let me check. Poison one. Sucker Punch, Toxic Venoshock, Sludge Wave, Mud Slab. I don't have a Steel type. I want to get a Steel type, so let me check my encounters before I get anything. So let's go ahead and go get our encounters. They're over here. I never went to this town. So we're going to that town. Did you give the order the things should be done? I have them. Like the order things should technically go. I only do the level cap for the gyms. Just because that's like how I have always done the rules for this run, for these runs. But yeah, I should have like technically I should have done the... Oh, I can do the steel guy right now, actually. Especially because I have Mansana. Doesn't... Hold on, let me see if I can do the Titan. You want to give you the Steel Titan for the Poison one? Yeah, I could also just beat the Steel Titan. The Poison Team Star guy is what made me lose my last run. Pokemon. Violet. Titan. Pokemon. Therapy. Wrap, Headbutt, Iron Tip. Yeah, Mansana can just sweep him. I'm just gonna go do that. Let's go. Let me actually set the destination so I know roughly where I'm going. That's the wrong thing. Just need to set a destination. Hey, buddy. Cat's looking outside. You can catch the Titans right after defeating them. Yeah, but I can't... I'm not allowed to catch him because of the Nuzlocke rules. But yeah, his ability... Orthworm is, I would say, a pretty good... Well, it's actually... Its stats aren't the best. But, it has a really good ability. Makes it immune to all ground moves, which is insane. There's the man. Is the Poke catching broken? No, it's not that. It's like in a Nuzlocke, I can only get one Pokemon per area. Which is why, like, the Pokemon Nuzlockes are, like, difficult. Is because of, you only get a limited amount of Pokemon and Pokemon can fall. But look at the man. He's so happy to see me. I'm so sorry that I have to knock you out. Here we go. That's not his ability. His moves are Iron Tail, Headbutt, Wrap, and Sandstorm. I hate its arms. What do you mean? It's so cute. Alright, bye, Earthworm. Look at it. It just punches the wall. His arms are great. Telling you the best moveset. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a pretty good mon. Find the lurking Steel Titan. I will. If it had that moveset, it might have been a little bit of a problem. But not that much of one. Yeah, it's a physical tank. It has insane defense, which is why Body Press is good for it. Iron Head's good stab. The only thing is that, like, I might not, like, have Iron Defense or Bulldoze. I'd give it probably, like, Protect over Iron Defense. Maybe? I have to see. Depends on, like, how my team's looking. Alright. Thank you, Arvin, for coming, but I still think I can one-shot this guy. So I'm just gonna go do that. Just Torch Song. Alright, thank you, Toad School. But doesn't have good special defense, and there goes Earthworm. Bulldoze to lower enemy speed, so Iron Head is more effective. Okay. That's true, but it also has to live like one move. If it's not going to be a special move, it might not live is the only problem that I see. Iron Defense to beef up breast body press. That's true. That also powers that up. The next one technically is the one in the desert. Rapid Spin, Iron Head, Knockoff, Stomping Tantrum. So I can't use... Well, what type is it? It's Dark... Steel? Not Ground. Oh, Ground Steel. It just looks dark. Straight up with Dock Spun with Well-Baked Body. Yeah, that's pretty good. Or an electric type. I don't know. Wait, Earth Eater doesn't grab that. We're going to be pressing A and B a little bit. Oh, 45 Titan. I don't really have anything. Ground Steel, huh? Water... It's weak to water, ground, fighting. I think that's it. I don't think grass is, because I think steel resists grass. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I can fight him yet, or I don't feel confident enough to fight him yet. And then especially the dragon one. Nowhere near ready to fight that guy. Ground Steel, Future Donphan? Yeah, Paradox Donphan, or whatever, Iron Threads? Yeah. Oh. I don't think my team's ready for that quite yet. I think it's best for me to just go to Dalizapa Passage, then the mountains. Get some encounters. Hope for a steal if I want to fight the Team Star bases after this. Steel's also just a good type. He's hit hard as hell. Often got knockoff and rapid spin. Yeah, he's got knockoff and rapid spin. Well, I thought he was dark ground for a minute, or dark steel, but yeah, whatever. It hits pretty hard, especially as a Titan. I'm out of this. I'm out of it. Just gonna have to move over there. But I grabbed another one before stream. And because I'm just hitting the A button, see if I can get it on the weak specialty and weak salt cure. That's true. It could work. But then it might... Well, the thing is that it won't die in a single hit. Yeah. I still feel comfortable with waiting on that fight at the moment. Ah, the jump. That's the jump I'm used to. Alright, let's go ahead and teleport back to the... There we go. Then we go to the town, and we don't have a Char Cadet, so I don't need to do the trade. Should be good otherwise, though. I missed this jump. Lark, fair. I don't know. The thing is that for like these upcoming routes, I am not super well versed on where things are as encounters. I haven't been there very much. You think I know where all the counters are because of me doing the living dex thing, but honestly, it was a lot of one-off checks, and so I never really got anything. Look, there's an Orthworm. There's two Orthworms, actually. So through here, we can then teleport. Then... Oh, it's faster for me just... Well, I don't know about faster, but it's easier for me to just go through. Don't know where Dalizapa Passage starts. Does it immediately start here? It does. Okay, so let me go back here. Run in a little bit to despawn some stuff. Do I have Pokeballs? He's rubbing himself on the heater. Luckily, they turned the heater off, so he should be fine. More wet food. It's picky. Got Quick Balls, Ultra Balls, Timer Balls. It'll be fine. Well, to be safe, let's just buy some. We have money. We also got a lot of money for the fights we just had, too. And it's pretty easy to just buy, like, a few Ultra Balls. And then for the future, I'll be fine when it comes to balls as well. Anyway. Let's get our encounter for Dalizapa Passage. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm just going to go forward. I'm going to move around a little bit like I normally do. Hope that I don't run into a wall and I actually run into a Pokemon. I believe there's like ice types up here because I think there's like a snowstorm that happens in this area. I think I ran into a tree. That is not a tree. I can move around back a little bit. Move around. I heard a Pokemon. I'm like roughly in the area. I fell. I think I'm in like a hole. I fell again. That's not a bad mon. That's pretty good. Mudbray. Oh, wait. He's only, like, okay if I have stamina. Which I don't want to test if he has or not. Counter. I mean, it's best if I just catch him anyway. Just throw a Pokeball at him. Mudbray's Fiddles. Heavy Slam. Doesn't do anything. I can just use Great Ball, I guess. That also works. Now asleep, which makes things easier. Oh, I could have got us a Tuttle. I missed him. Oh, I might have ran into the sign, actually. But I fell. So then, like, where did I fall from? There's a town. I might have gone up one of, like, the hills. Okay. So, a Mudbray. What does that remind me of? A female Mudbray. A Spanish food. Looks like chocolate, but we already have chocolate. If we try... What kind of food are you? Mudsdale especially looks like it has long hair. Curly fries? I wonder what curly fries are in Spanish. I don't know if it'll fit. Papas fritas rizadas. That's a little too long for curly fries. What about cheese curds? That's queso something. Cuajada de queso. 12. I can try that. It'll be fine. It'll fit just barely. Cheese curds. Have stamina, please. And a bad nature. That's fine. Send it to the box. Okay. We have a lot of ground types, so I'm not scared of anything. I'm a little upset that I missed this big guy right here. But that's okay. It must have, like... Oh, they're running around so much. It would have been such a good encounter. Well, maybe I can get one in the mountains. There's still, like, quite a bit of, like, running around I still need to do. Finding a shiny one would be crazy. It'd be also really easy to tell. Because that thing is, like, black. Oh, the mountains are already here. What level are you guys? 34? And stuff? That's a lot of yearlings. Looks like there's Axew here. Espathros, which I already have. Yearlings. Spoinks. I think I want to go more towards a... I'm going to go more into the passage. So I'm just going to get a... get a little bit farther in the place and go higher up in the mountains for the encounter. Which I think is fair. There's no, like, rules on, like, where you can and can't get your encounter. Obviously, I'm not gonna, like, really break the rules for me to get, like, something that I want. Despite me really wanting to do that. Hey, dearling. I will not do that. Let's Go villain would be funny. I could also just like go to a town and just get that. Maybe I should do that. Honestly, I think I should do that. Ooh, a Dawnstone. That's always a good pickup. Grab the TM. Low sweep. Pretty good TM. Now I can't glide, and I have to be aware of that. Just backwards jump everywhere. Perfect. Take tears. Let me just go to the town and then leave the town once the Pokemon despawn, and then I can get my encounter that way. Also gives me a higher chance of using a Pokemon that I don't really use, because you don't see a lot of Ice-type Pokemon being used. I just can't run into anything. Also, if I go here, it'll help later. In the game, when I can just fly to the next, or to the last gym. Oh, I have to look out for the dogs. They are everywhere. They also come out of the ground. They're really small. They look like Litwicks. I'm not even gonna go back for that. That looks like the town. Okay, just say the town's name. We're not in the town yet. I missed the item, but that's okay. Are we not at the town? Oh, this is just the Glaciado gym. I have to get to the other town. Alright then. I'll go to the other town. Go all the way across the mountains again. Let me go. I can climb this. Yeah. Alright. With this, I should be able to make it into the next area. Just perfect. Okay, let me find my exit point from this place. Then I can get my other encounter. It looks like this will probably be my exit spot, right? Okay. So we're about to... Oh, I need to mark off that I got my pass encounter. Okay, now I need to go into the mountains. So, my Glaciado Mountain encounter will be... That's pretty good. I will take a Sneasel. I haven't really used a Weavile before, so I'm fine with this. Mark off mountains. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more encounters in this game. And then we're done. Oh, was there a Weavile right next to me? There might have been. Did I yawn this thing? I think I did. Yep, its eyes are closed. Okay. Come on. It's not hard to get caught. You're sleeping! Still fast asleep. Oh, please. I don't want to spend too much time here. Miss the tunnel, but that's okay. I like Weavile too. Okay, so let's just sleep again. Let's see. Is Weavile right next to me? No, it's just a sneeze. Okay, well, it's waking up. Never mind. It's staying sleepy time. Oh, it's a toddle. There we go. Let's hope for really good ability in nature. Actually, I don't know about its abilities all that much. I think it's pressure. This thing. What is Sneasel? Evolves into Weavile. Like an ice cream bowl is what it looks like. Tazón de helado. Oh, there we go. Tazón helado. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Plus special attack, minus defense. E9. All right. We'll send you to the box. It's another mon. Nothing that particularly helps us with the upcoming fights, but it's fine. Our team's still pretty good. So I don't have anything to complain about. Satotl grease. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some of the Team Star fights. This dark one, I don't think even with like a disadvantage, I guess, I don't think I need to worry about it at all. Team Star. I'll pull up the Poniard in the River Room. But I don't think I need to worry. Yeah, I think... Let me move these two, I guess. Yeah, there. We'll be fine. Alright, let's do some Team Star stuff. We're probably going to go through quite a bit of cutscenes. That's alright. Don't actually know if that's faster. Lots of A and B pressing coming up soon. Did I already fight this area? Oh, it's not actually open. It was a prank. Okay. Back to A and B mashing. Oh. Okay. How'd it go? We got a Sneasel and a... Not a Mudsdale. Mudbray. Named Cheese Curds and Bowl of Ice Cream. Hydrate? Thank you, Nilf. Appreciate that. Now we're doing Team Star stuff. Which I don't need to worry about. So. This is my time to just smash the A and B button. And be like, going great. So. Unfortunately, both the Mudbray did not have stamina, contributing to the same role of bad abilities, all the other abilities being better. And bad natures. Here, Protean and Ash Greninja got nerfed hard. Yeah, Protean only activates once, right? I didn't know if Ash Greninja got its stats changed at all. I also didn't know that if it was available in like competitive at all. So, what did they do to it? I don't need to do that. Yeah, even at like a type disadvantage, I'm gonna be fine. Protein only changed switch in. Yep, Ash Greninja is just the stat boost, no more transformation. Oh. Well, that sucks. I like the transformation. Alright, this is gonna be hard. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Alright. I just need to kind of run around. Until I find more things to knock out. Fire is supposed to come right after the electric gym, so it should be easy. Yeah. Both the dark and fire one I'm not scared of. I am somewhat scared of the poison one just because last time it's the reason why I lost. But it'll be probably fine. Maz redeemed to hydrate. Hold on, Maz, give me a second. I'm doing a really hard fight right now. Send out. Oh man, that was crazy. I didn't even try to catch it. You need, I don't know, like Titan Iron Threads. Yeah, I don't need it. This will just be real easy. I'll beat Mr. Man on his computer. Best counter for typing for poison. Healing ground, yeah, but I can't catch it. I already got my encounter for the desert, so I can't go get the Titan encounter. I believe my encounter for the desert was... Might have been Vampy, actually. No, it wasn't Vampy. The only places that I haven't gotten encounters are the Casa Roya Lake, the Sokarat Trail, North Area 1, 2, and 3, and the Sea, South Area 6. I can go to the Pokemon League, technically. Algodon. That's true. Right? But that was up a hill. I don't remember when I can look it up. I can look at my team and I can figure out what my encounter for the desert was. Anyway, Salt Cure. Because he's a steel type. But like he'll have like, yeah, Metal Claw being stabbed super effective still does nothing. Salt Cure is gonna do 1/4 damage every turn. Just knock this Poniard out. Look at his Salt being cured. I'm actually gonna go for Iron Defense, just to make it so much harder for him. Boop. Dark is supposed to be the first tame base. Yeah, I know. Supposed to be dark, then fire, then poison, then fairy, then fighting. I can go up to the poison one probably. Poison one just scares me. Mentally. But I'll probably be fine. Six damage. Nothing. Fighting is scary. She's got Annihilate. That's true. But you can just bring like one flying type and kind of, if it's fast enough and strong enough, it should just be able to knock everything out. But it can be difficult. But again, I have to fight her quite a ways away from now. All right, there's no residual damage here. So I just need to, I guess I could just Grass Slice, Rock Slide. Finish this up real quick like. Just one, maybe two Rock Slides. Because I was intimidated. I think people wipe a lot of people wipe at yeah. That was pretty scary. Meant to be done after everything and before the league. Yep. Wow, that Intimidate really messed me up. Just need to keep hitting the A button. Too easy. Knock this boy out. I think Hongo should also be able to deal with the Team Fire base pretty well. And there we go. Team Star. Dark base. Gone. Cars are scary. Yeah, no, the cars are the reason why I almost lost the fire base and the poison and lost at the poison one. So now we have the A and B button for background story that we don't need to worry about. Yeah, there's Intimidate, speed boosts, immunities, bulky. It also it has priority on all attacks. Let's see. Can't be flinched. Don't believe it can be put into any status conditions. I think that's it. Also gets toxic debris. I think the fairy one has misty terrain. Any more? I don't know what the fighting one is. I could see because I have it up. So Intimidate for the River Room here. The other River Room that we're fighting next has speed boost, the toxic debris, Misty Surge, and the last one gets stamina, which is scary if I don't have a special attacker that can deal with it at that point. Combat, Torque, Fighting, Spin Out, Steel, High Horsepower, Ground. Against Fighting, if I have a Psychic type with Levitate, does that exist? No? Especially in this game. With my encounters, probably not also. Yeah, Rage Fist, Close Combat, Ice Punch, Fire Punch. That Annihilate will be scary. LP. I guess we just go straight to the next Team Starbase. Do I go straight to the poison one as well? I could. Flame Charge, Toxic Torque, Spin Out. Yeah, I don't think I need to even heal, honestly. But yeah, those cars the Star Mobiles, I should say, I will always hate. Just in my mind, I will always not like them. Just from how much pain they've caused me. Oh, wait. Grab that. Grab that. There we go. Okay. More Team Star. Do I think my Dawn fan can deal with... Feel confident that my Dawn fan can knock out most Mons. The Star Mobile, though, is the only one where I'm like, maybe not. So. Alright, let's go find a Houndoom. I'm pretty sure that's what this guy's got. Knock it out with Assault Cure and then just be over and done with it. Yeah, it's a Houndour. A Garganackle. Should just... That's crazy. That's upsetting. I didn't want to be flinched. Rockslide should knock it out, though. We're actually plus 1 HP from the first round, so... To go for Roar? It had to have, but it didn't. I should not be outspeeding that thing, even with my levels. Alright. What's Torkoal have? Clear Smog, Flame Wheel. Well, I can't go for Iron Defense, I guess, against it. The Overheat in the Sun kind of scary, but I'm 10 levels above it. I should be fine. And if literally all else fails, I can just go into my Fire type. Hello, little Char Cadet. Carlos. There he goes. What a guy. He's a man on a mission. Oh, Cassiopeia again. Hello. Okay. Team Star. I don't know who's the front of my party, but it'll be fine. I believe it's Donphan, Garganackle, and... What's his name? Kilowattrel. Should be all good to go. Look at the Char Cadet. I'm so sorry, Charlos. Raindrop redeemed Hydrate tonight. There we go. Okay. I'll redeem that Hydrate in just a second. Oh, this way. Just press R. Pokemon are so much bigger than the other ones you're battling. Yeah. They're older. They're wiser. They're stronger. They are better. 32 out of 30. 33 out of 30, sorry. Alright. I'm literally just sitting back and relaxing. Maybe 3 out of 30 is pretty good, yeah. Alright. Bella's gonna get her ass beat. I can just kind of... just go ahead and try and catch a Minior, I guess. Alright, Team Star. Circle. We pretty much terrestrialize rock salt cure first turn. Right here, right now, you're going down. I apologize. But I don't think so. Oh, I can't terrestrialize. I used it last time. It doesn't matter. Literally does not matter. Yeah, Flame Wheel. If I get burned, that sucks. Cool. I apologize, but I don't think so. Yeah. I do not think Mela can get anywhere close to doing anything. The overheat in the sun does scare me a little bit to do a little bit of damage, but even then, I'm at full health and I'm like 10 levels above it. You're nice. I would be much ruder to her. Yeah, she didn't knock out any of my Pokemon last run. I'm gonna be really fucking mean to Atticus, the one who knocked me out last time. Ah, sick, we got Minior. Alright, all I need to do is Rock Slide. How much is doing? Overheat in the sun did 12 damage. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nice, and you should be. Yeah, I will be. Bless you. Speed boost does not matter. That would be scary if you actually use spin out, but as long as I hit Rock Slide, gone. Automatically. Raindrop says bless you. She says thank you. Alright, Mela's gone. Now, hit the A and B button for 2 minutes. And I think... do I go and fight the poison guy yet? Probably not. Probably just train and get ready for the ghost gym. Which should be pretty good. I think, yeah, your Garganuggles really let us have it. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna read because I'm attempting to filming a video of me reading 3 sad books, and it usually takes me 2 weeks to get through 1 book. I will lurk. Sounds good. There she goes, marching away. Charlos! We forgot about Charlos! There he is! The man on the mission. His mission's complete. Look at him! He's so happy. Actually, I literally don't see any emotions from Charlos. Never mind. Look at him. He's happy. What a fun little fella. Just looking at Mela's boots. I would be too. Those boots are way too big. They're like 40% of her height is just her boots. Alright. All right. Okay. LP, baby. 6K. I can go to the Delibird shops. Maybe get like Expert Belt or something. You can also get like an Assault Vest or something as well. I can look and see what items I can buy. Yeah, after I beat the Ghost Gym, I guess I can deal with the Poison Gym just to make sure that I knock his head in. But let's actually go to the first town. Check out. Oh, you know what? Let's actually go to the Pokemon League. We can get an encounter there. From here? Is it this way? I think it is. Yeah, inside the town more. I think it's like go up and left. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, there it is, right there. All right. I'm just gonna close my eyes as soon as I see the gates open, because then I can pretty much get an encounter. So we'll have to see. All right. Just gonna walk around. I know there's a lot of like small baby mons here, so catching mons is not gonna be a problem. Did I not hit a single Pokemon? I know that the path is kind of like curves. Oh. And back on the grass. Is there nothing here? I feel like I'm about to walk over the edge. Never mind. I'm at the side. Like the right side. I'm just gonna like kind of like swerve back and forth and go backwards and then forwards. How have I not hit a single Pokemon yet? Literally nothing? Maybe Pokemon don't exist here, and I'm just hearing the voices of ghosts. Ghosts of other Pokemon. Oh, finally. Igglybuff. I missed the mouse hold, but that's okay. Premier Ball. Perfect for this little thing. No crit catch. I made it almost all the way to the... Okay. Let me switch and go into Mansana here. Could put a little bit of a thong on. Oh, this is my drink. All right, there's the underground. Oh, just copycatted itself, I guess. Look at the mouse holds there, just looking at the fight. Come on, Monsana, break through. Please. Ah, come on. Just waste more time. This wastes even more time. Come on. I have to wake up from sleep, get out of confusion. Oh. Also with it spamming Sting. I might be here for a minute. What has it got? Copycat, Sweet Kiss, Sing, probably like Pound, but then it can't hit me with that move because I'm Ghost. Wow. Yeah, Sweet Kiss. But I'm already confused. Come on, Monsana, wake up. Oh, that song really put you to sleep, huh? Defense Curl's your last move. Oh, wow, you technically don't have a single offensive move. Wake up. Break through confusion. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Defense curls, fine. One, two. Alright. Copycat. Oh, is it gonna yawn me? I just copycatted its own move. Okay. This gotta be it. Come on, please. Awesome. Okay. Now I just need to figure out a name for this thing. Let's see. What can I think of that would remind me Igglybuff? Let's see. Bring up this. Malaviosco is what I'm going to name it. Marshmallow. Malva Visco. I mispronounced it the first time. Malva Visco. Be a good nature? That sucks. A good ability, though. So, I'm not complaining big time. Alright. There we go. Igglybuff was caught. Knock that out. Okay. I didn't know if that was shiny or not from like the reflection. Oh, hi Igglybuff. I have no idea how it took so long to get that encounter done. My word. Wonder if I can go up top and then just enter the town through here. I can, which is way faster than I hit a loading zone. I see. So trying to be smart didn't work. Okay. Let's go to Delibird Presents. See what they have for me. I believe they have some good items. I remember where all the Delibird Presents are. Right here? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Expert glove or expert belt's pretty good. Choice scarf is good. King's rock is great. I need a at least one Razor Claw. Oh, I really want Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna get Rocky Helmet. Shoot. I guess I'll just use my LP to get a expert belt. And that's pretty good. So I'll kind of want to put away the leftovers for a second. Give Roskia the leftovers. There we go. Then I can give you the Rocky Helmet. That way you're even better against physical attackers. Okay, there. And I know we're not going to use it yet, but we're going to give our Magikarp the Expert Belt. It'll have a wide variety of moves soon. And then last, I could just give you the Razor Claw. Like it's a scope, well, it's not a scope lens, but it helps. It's something. It seems fine. I think my next thing was to just train for the 8th gym now. Yeah, I just need to kind of like run around. I guess I can unlock some of the areas to fly to while I'm grinding. I think that'd be good. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Do I have... Okay. So the level cap is 42. So I just need to be aware of, like, where I'm going. Alright. While you deal with those, I'm going to say we're going to make a... set that as our destination, which is that way. But first, knock out all these ice types. Get some good old experience from the team. I'm going to actually fight a Citadel so that Magikarp actually evolves. Beauty. Okay. Wow, he was an inch away. Like this one too. Okay. Didn't knock him out, so this one's got thick fat then. Okay. Alright. Just Shadow Ball now. There you go. Now we should have a Gyarados on our team. Which is crazy. Oh, this team's cracked now. It's a really good team. The atrocious Pokemon. This thing is anything but atrocious. Alright. So, Bite. Cool, but if we go to summary, I think it actually learns quite a few moves. Yeah, it's got Ice Fang, Twister. Doesn't have much right now, honestly. Gone? Hey, Evan. Let me go ahead and drink to that. Yeah, it really doesn't have anything too much, but that's okay. We're not going to use it for battle for a little bit. And you know what? Since we're actually in our training time, we can go ahead and do this. And... music playing. Perfect. All right. All we're doing pretty much is training for the. Get him. Hey. Hi. Yes, hi, Skeledirge. Get the Snover. You're scared to fight the Snover because it's like down the hill. Okay. Let's go ahead and make. I can't remember right on here. Man, this sucks. Yeah, there's the place that I need to go. There we go. Greavard. I didn't even see a Greavard. Nope, nope. Okay. Stop. We can go ahead and fight this Glaceon. Get some EXP from her. Then we can also do the same thing to the Avalugg. Get a bunch of EXP from both of them. But yeah, now for a little bit, we're kind of having a chill time to stream. Hey, bud. Alright. How much does Glaceon give us? Also, do we not get the Lucky Egg? Waterfall. Yes, please. There we go. Here's a splash. Let me look this up because we're literally grinding right now, so I can be best if I look this up. Lucky Egg Violet. After you earn... Once you have the 5th badge in hand, travel back to Mesoganza, enter the academy, interact with the computer at the reception, and head of the biology class, speak to Jock. Lucky Egg isn't tied to a Pokedex progression or completing anything. Okay. So I guess right after I fight this Avalugg, I can go do that. There we go. Getting a free turn should help out. But all I need to use is Torch Song, so it's also not a problem. Okay. Just knock it out. Yeah, it's got pitiful special defense. Okay. We also don't have to level up that much. Oh! Hi, Greavard. Sorry, buddy. Goodbye. Okay. Now we should be able to just go back. We were actually just there, which is a little upsetting, but fine. What we need to do... what we need to do is... talk to the biology professor, get the Lucky Egg, and it'll speed up our experience by quite a bit. We just give it to Gyarados, because Gyarados is the one that we need to train with the most. So we go here, biology, because that's where Jock is. Yeah, here he is. I always thought you got it just by, like, what is it? By going through the gyms, but I guess you don't. That does... False swipe. Okay. I think I messed up. Yeah, I get that. Grab a lucky egg. Beating any 5 gym trainers and heading to the 6. At the entrance, you'll find Jock. Okay. So I have to go to the gym and then walk through into the gym to get it. Okay. That makes much more sense. Because it seems like you have a interaction with an NPC every time you go into a gym, no matter what gym number it is. You have some sort of dialogue that happens. So if we go back to where we were before, we go into the gym this time. Or at least the gym building. After that, you get the lucky egg and give it to Gyarados. Where is it? Nope. Up. There you go. Okay. So if we walk through here, Jock, who we just saw, will magically be there and give us a lucky egg. There he is. Okay. Perfect. What did I get from Factory Thicket? Did I get Dunsparce? No, I don't have a Dunsparce. I don't know why I'm automatically thinking of Factory Thicket. Oh, because I saw the Mimikyu and I was like, I would like to have a Mimikyu on my team. Mimikyu only spawn near there or around there from what I've seen. The lucky egg. There we go. Now, we can go run around and train as normal. We have to get our Mons. I want to get my Mon. Well, actually, we have to do some trainer fighting for this, so I'll just have Rusky up front, and then I have to do a few trainer fights, and then afterwards, then I can train to get like to the level cap. I won't have to worry at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up the stage with Moist himself, the man. Is he out here now? I guess I can actually stop the music because we're actually gonna do some trainer fights. Go ahead and fix that. There you go. Alright, there he is. MC Sledge. Alright. I have knockoff on my Donphan, so we will be more than fine. Or we also have like every other move under the sun in terms of like element. We won't have to worry about a single damn thing. This should be pretty simple. Oh, that's right. These are double battles, huh? I don't remember who I have up front. It'll probably be fine. Okay. These are banging. Yeah, I don't even need to heal. I should have, but I didn't. But it doesn't matter. I think knockoff kills here. Does it not? That's okay. Play rough doesn't do anything. Both these mons have leftovers. That'll be fine. It's actually pretty nice to have knock off, not kill. That way we can get a bunch of healing for the next fight, because I don't know if we actually get healed for that. Oh, that's right. We get boosts from the crowd, which really help in the gym fight, because you get an Omni boost whenever you... Oh, they're level 40. You get an Omni boost from the crowd once you, like, terastallize your Pokemon. Which is pretty good. Gym Trainer Taz is down. Get some more money for later. I think there's one more. Oh, we get healed anyway. Alright, so now we fight her, and then we fight MC Sledge, and then we're done. And we can fight the gym leader technically whenever we want. Haunter and Mischievous. Okay, so we're going to knock off the Haunter, pitiful physical defense, and Shadow Ball Mischievous. Oh. That was actually a lot of damage, because Donphan does not have good special defense. Good HP, though. Luckily, they didn't knock it out. How much is this knockoff gonna do? Probably all, right? Yeah. Alright, awesome. Alright, MC Sledge, what you got next? Mazardeem to Hydrate. We get that right now. Alright, MC Sledge, let's go. You actually kind of scare me because I don't remember what your team is. This is banging. That's... Sableye's looking at the camera. Oh, do it. Come on. Show me my boy. Does he look at the camera all the time? He does. I love that. Okay. I'll get out and go into him. And then I'll Shadow Ball, triple him. He's like, hey buddy, I Sableye. What a good friend. Oh no. Oh boy. Hi Sableye, hi friend. Don't knock out my chicken. I don't know if this kills. Don't do it. Sableye, I'm looking at you, please. That was also pretty scary. But we're fine. Why is he looking at the camera? I never knew he could do that. Hack Rose. He's just looking. Just gonna take a picture of that. All right. There he goes. Bye, Sableye. Oh, I love that he was just looking at the camera the entire time. All right. That makes me really happy. He's just a friend. Alright. We got the stage set and ready. Yeah, I know. You guys are going to have to sit here while I go train for like a little bit. Yeah, there's the gym leader. Luckily, we don't fight her immediately. Otherwise, I'd be a little scared. I don't think I even have any great double strategies. When does Donphan get Earthquake? Is it 42? Let me go back to here. Let me look that up. Let's see. I don't have to look it up on the internet because I have an app on my phone. It tells me. Ground types. Donphan. Attacks. Earthquake. 43. Dang. Well, I can get it afterwards, but what's her team again? Her team is Banette, Mimikyu, Poundstone, Toxicity. Okay. Alright. Alright, time to go train a little bit. Luckily, none of our... We can use Mansana for a lot of what we're doing. Oh, but now that we're actually going back to... just this. You can go back to the nice chill stream music. There you go. Get a free turn to attack it. Oh, Donphan, why are you up front? Luckily, it doesn't matter. Alright. Luckily, we're faster. We should still knock this thing out. Alright. Go ahead. Oh, no, Donphan. I'm sorry, not you. Yeah, we might not have to train here in a little bit. Yeah, because my team's not super great against ice other than Mansana at the moment. Does Glaceon spawn here all the time or just like one time? That's a grass type. There you go. Hopefully I get Air Slash soon. It sucks not having a good special flying move yet. I can look that up as well. Kilowattrol. I know you get Air Slash. No, it does not, actually. It's Hurricane. I know that Kilowattrol can knock out a... Okay, just knock out the Psyduck. I know you can. Okay, what's here? Avalanche. That's not bad. Hi, Kilowattrol. Okay. You can literally run around. Okay, Kilowattrol, I get it. You're scared. Alright. Go ahead and just Electro Ball this Golduck. Should just be able to knock it out. Oh, wow. We don't actually knock him out. Aqua Tail does a little bit of damage. Dual Wing Beat has a chance to miss, so I'm just going to Electric Ball again. Okay. Just a little bit more. Actually, not a little bit, but a decent amount more. Can you fight that Golduck, please? Thank you. Yeah, the team's leveling up. Knock out that Golduck. You can also fight these Psyducks if you want Kill Control. Can't glide yet. What can be in here? I do know that I can also, instead of use Kilowattrel here, I can use Algodon. He can also, he's super effective. Wait. No, he does not like being literally, can you not auto battle in the water with him? Wow. Okie dokie. That kinda sucks. That's fine. Get the Bronzor then. I know you can fight that. Bronzong is... Whoa. Bronzong, calm down with the EXP you're giving me. How close is Mansana? 3k? There's no way. Lock onto Avalok. There we go. Oh, that's fine. Just Torch Song anyway. Nothing changed. Except that, actually, it's faster if I do that. Because I don't think there's any shot that anything lives. You don't need Rain Dance. I don't have anyone with Swift Swim that can really take advantage of it. And, hey, Algodon. There we go. This will be helpful, though. I should be able to knock this guy out. Well, Infestation first, because we get a free turn. Then we Phantom Force. That way we get maximum damage. We get the Infestation damage this turn, we Phantom Force, and you're pretty much protected. And then bada bing bada boom, he can't do any damage to us, gets hurt by Infestation again, and probably gets knocked out by Phantom Force. Well, I said probably, but I don't even know. Gets knocked out easy. Okay. Mansana's getting really close. How close are you now? 11? That was 500. 165. 160. 184. Alright, I think that's good. I wonder if I can actually have Tinder fight any of these guys for experience. Let's see. Wow, he actually can knock some stuff out. Nothing else is 42 yet, so we can level up Talonflame like this, or Fletchinder, I mean. While also leveling up the rest of the party. I do not know if it can take on a Sotodle, though. Let's see. He can do it. All right. This Fletchinder's popping off right now. Okay, thank you for picking that up. But you can fight. There we go. Leveling up. Wonder, is there anything else? I can go around and look at the, what are they called? The hordes that are happening today and see from there. Let's see. I won't know most of the hordes, honestly. Let me set a destination. Do right over there. Then from this, going to actually heal. We have a bunch of super potions. We can use those. And then, oh. Alright, there. Fletchinder can deal with that horde, and then we can keep going down to Pokemon Center. Hey, buddy. Calm down. Okay. Lock out the guy. Alright, there you go. Who's 42? Okay, I need to be wary of... Okay, he can't fight an Obamas now. Good to know. He can fight other things, though. Like the two other Snovers that are here. Maybe a Sneasel? Look at the little Greavard. Oh, he fought the Obamas now. Use another super potion here. Oh wait, no, he fought a Sneasel? Okay. How close is our bird from evolving? Or not evolving. It's like halfway to the point that we need it to be at. Oh, I could have. They despawn already? They probably did. I'm gonna go back up to check though. Okay, I just need to put Algodone up front. Have him knock out that Bronzong. Devermeltice is good. Delibird. My grass and ghost type will not appreciate that. Okay. Oh. Get him. Whoa. He's level 40. He's like a 3-level difference, buddy. What's up with, like, this time from all the other times? It's a slight difference in level. There you go. Okay, so what's the board here? Floettes. But then there's also like weasels and stuff. What is... That is not what I pressed. How close is Pollo Picante from leveling up? Because this will matter. 12. Okay, I feel confident that I can do this. Have him fight some stuff. So that was... Is that close? 441. I think that's close enough, and I'm just gonna call him there. See who else I can bring in. I can bring in my own Toxicity. Put him right there. I don't think anyone else is close, right? Man, the game's real laggy now. How close is everyone? Ah, this is fine. Oh no. Don't tell me that I have to fight here. Clive, please. I really don't want to fight anybody. Okay. Good. There's a Vaporeon that I wanted to knock out with Toxicity, but, you know. How close is everybody? Yeah, we're fine. You can probably knock out everybody without leveling up. You can knock out both these weasels. If he starts going towards Floatzel, yeah, that's enough. Okay. How close are you? 800 away? Okay. Go ahead and put Algodon in here. We'll take out Fiddle. Put you up front. Let's see if Toxicity can just destroy some water types. They're quite high above his level. Seems to be doing fine. Seems to be leveling up quite nicely, honestly. Oh. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention. He was getting too much experience. I can't use Hongo or Donphan now for this fight. Okay, well, like, let me see what I have compared to her team. I guess I'm gonna have Leche on the team. I might just also have Toxicity on the team. So this is like alright. Put you on here. Team of 30s right now is crazy for the area that I'm in. I do not like that there's a bunch of you guys around. This is the best place to train, though, for the Pokemon that I have. Oh, that's a Titan. Okay. Let me heal. Unfortunately, this makes grinding a little bit longer. Hopefully it doesn't like make it super long though. Cool. Can I lock on to float soul, please? Level 40. Okay, let's see. How much damage can I do against this float soul? Let me terrestrialize Volt Switch. See how much damage I can do. I might be able to just knock him out. Getting the extra turn here will also be super useful. It's caught off guard. Doesn't knock him out. That's okay. Can go into Leche here. What's Floatzel's move set right now? At level 44. Should have checked that before immediately going into Leche, but that's okay. Let's see. But so, hold on, there's an ad. Okay. Let's see, 44. Liquidation, Whirlpool, double hit. This was a mistake. Aqua Jet. Then we go into Gyarados to intimidate him. Okay, that should help. Is it resisted? Okay. Okay, that doesn't do like anything because of Intimidate. Please, Gyarados, just knock this guy out. Oh, there's so many big mons over here. No, I have Waterfall. Don't need Aqua Tail. Alright, we're just immediately going to go back. Ooh, Chansey's, though. What's Chansey's level up moveset? Like this late into the game, does it get anything scary at like level 40? It's Double Edge, which is scary. Don't have a ghost type. Doing the actual battle sucks here, but it's the only way I can like actually evolve my Pokemon for this fight. So it's a Houndstone. Level 44 Floatzel is what I couldn't knock out, but one level higher now, but still doesn't really help. Can I knock out Flamigo? I can knock out Flamigo. Toxicity, knock out that squad. He's just hanging out with everybody, it looks like, actually. He's changed his mind. He's changed his ways. Just knock out some Golducks, honestly. There's 4 of them here. Come on, Toxicity. Get him. Okay, it's 1. 2. You actually knocked out that one, which I didn't think you'd be able to do. I'm gonna super potion you. Okay, there's 2 Blissies right there. Or Blissies. Chansies. I am going to switch, sneak up on each of these Chansies, and use Gyarados to knock it out and get an absurd amount of experience. Okay, I did not hit him from behind. 45. Let me check its moveset. It's double-edged, but even though it has that, it has bad defenses anyway. And heal pulse. Okay. Double edge plus intimidate and Chansey's bad stats don't do anything. Which is good. Alright, this should give me insane experience. Okay. $7K. I'll check out workup later. Anything evolved? No. Okay. I'm just shoved into this tree. Where did I go? Oh, I'm behind the tree. Okay. That lucky egg and plus these 2 Chansies speed up grinding by an exponential amount. Okay. Then that's 6K. Dragon Dance! Okay. This is when the game gets easy. Dragon Dance. Alright. We have a Talonflame now, which is pretty good as well. And for this gym, might actually be better than Kilowattrel. Might be. Depending on stats and the moves that I can teach it. You up front. Alright, go on a tearing spree. Toxicity. All those Pokemon are yours. Man, Talonflame's like image looks bad. Its beak looks too big. Doesn't look like a real Pokemon. No. I'll heal you up, buddy. I'm sorry. There. There's so many Golducks. Doing pretty good. Any more chance he's gonna spawn? Those mons are the real breadwinners. So it's 42. The only one who's near it is Toxicity. And honestly, I might be bringing Toxicity to the fight now. Let me heal up Toxicity a little bit more. And I want to check his moveset. He definitely can learn some better moves now. Yeah, he's got Discharge now instead of just Spark. What else? I got rid of the menu entirely. That's okay. Let's remember. What else can you get? Shock Wave, Noble Roar. This is fine. I do not want to fight the Floette. I want to fight the Gold Duck. But I ended up hitting Floette, huh? I did not hit Gold Duck. Alright. Discharge. Paralyze? Yikes. I don't know why. Thought that was a good idea. Let's learn Poison Jab. Yes! It's better than Acid Spray. Okay. Okay. And then we'll just fly back here. We'll heal. And if we bring Gyarados, Oink Loing, Toxicity, honestly, I think we'll be fine. Because our boy can just be a normal switch in. It's pretty nice. What's our team? How big is our team? You know, we also don't have like a great plan for him. It's a double battle, so I have to keep that in mind. Starts off with Mimikyu. I could use Bullet Seed on Mimikyu and Shadow Sneak, Icy Wind. Icy Wind sucks. I might be able to just use like a Dragon Dance. Because I'll have Gyarados. Do I want Kilowatt Roll? I have Terra Flying, which is bad. Terra Flying, which is bad. I have Electric with Toxicity. Really sucks that these two, I could have really used them. Especially because it's physical, 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 and then special. But it would have been great to have you. I don't even know if you can get some good moves. Let's see, what else can you have? Work Up, Covet, Disarming Voice. Yeah, this doesn't really help. You're helpful. You have Flame Body, which can be useful. I also have Acrobatics, which is super strong. You get anything else? Yeah, Air Blitz. Honestly, this is okay. Thank you for the hydrate. I want to finish training and then fight the gym and be done for the day. Ooh, honestly, I kind of want Deerling to be on the team. Because I can use Bullet Seed instead of Algodon. I can use Deerling. And then also, Deerling has better staying power. Alright, Toxicity. I need you to Nuzzle turn 1. And then Discharge. So, Nuzzle. It's a little bit of damage off, but then you're for sure going first next turn. And hopefully you knock him out. That doesn't knock him out. Amnesia. Okay, that's fine. Knock him out. Awesome. Hopefully that's enough to get Deerling to... Alright, stick. think Deerling evolves. Yeah, Deerling evolves. Okay. Alright, we got Sawsbuck. Want some Hornleech, which is a really nice move. We just need to get rid of Energy Ball. Okay, now that we have Sawsbuck, I don't know when Little evolves. I feel like it's like 38 or something. Let's see. Psychic types. Where are you? Little 35. Okay. So let me find a few more Pokemon for Toxicity to take down. Let me get Little close to leveling up and then do a fight with probably a Floette, honestly. Floette seems pretty easy to knock out. So then this. Alright, cool. Some more Golduck have respawned. Halfway to 35. Get that boy. Get the Flamigo. Oh, come on, you're so close. Alright, actually, I could fight a few, because I'm assuming Poison Jab should pretty much deal with any Floette. Because it does not have great physical defense. It has pretty good special defense. But Poison Jab's physical. Yeah. Now, I don't know if I level up from this, though. Oh, okay, cool. Then Ina is evolving. Get this Pathra. Does it learn Lunar Strike immediately, or is that a higher level move? Lumina Crash, I mean. It does learn it immediately. Which is crazy. But I will take it. Okay. Now I can just throw Toxicity out to fight some of those Floettes, because I don't know how much experience they give. They give a decent amount. Like that Floette. 458. 600. Toxicity is leaning kinda close. Probably take out this Floette and be done, right? Alright. He's level 42. Which means Toxicity is ready for the fight. Now, Algodon, you're getting replaced by Sawsbuck. We can actually do something. You don't have good special defense. Actually, Clodsires could be helpful too. So we'll also put him on here. I do hope that think Sazbuk can kind of just take on some Golducks and be fine. Oh, great. I don't know why Sazbuk's on a little pad. What's Floette's movesets? Do I need to be scared is my question. Another ad. Okay. So it's 46. So it has Moonblast, Misty Terrain, Synthesis, Petal Blizzard. So the answer is kind of need to be scared. What's this thing's stats? 75. I might be faster than it, but I don't want to take... Honestly, I can go into Talonflame. It resists both. Now, what's Vaporeon's moveset leveling up? Misty Terrain is fine. I don't think Vaporeon gets a swell set of moves. It looks like it's got probably Muddy Water, Acid Armor, Aqua Ring, and Aurora Beam. So I can't really throw Sazbuk in there all willy-nilly. I just need to auto-battle it. Just fine. Alright, Sazbuk. Now knock out Vaporeon. Alright. Knock out Golduck. Okay. Getting pretty close. Just go for Golduck. Don't want you fighting Flamigo. $40. Oh, you fought Flamigo. I thought you were going for Golduck. Whoa. Hi, Espeon. Don't have really anything for you, unfortunately. No, go. There you go. Oh. Why the heck did you... Man, my game is lagging up a storm. Did I send it out on like a bad Pokemon or something? So level 40, level 40. Oh, that Vivillon. I see. Okay. Just go to the other side of the river. Vivillon, I don't want to, like, fight you. Okay. Effluet. Not want to talk to you, Sazbuk. I am sorry. Just let me fight. Like, auto battle some fools. Vivillon's following me like a curse. Okay. Now fight the Golduck. Come back. Why'd you fight the Glalie? I'm low on super potions. Okay. Nope. That was really close, honestly. Well, actually, I can fight like one more Golduck with you. Okay. So now you are set. I do need to take the loaded dice off you. And you can put you there. I kind of like bringing both of these guys. Terra... No, like I said, Terra Flying was bad, but it's not horrible. So I think I will probably bring these two. Let me put you on the team just for right now. I just need to do some training with Gyarados. I don't even know if he could fight, like, relatively okay. Fight Flamigos, I guess. Okay. Talonflame's at least, like, somewhat close. Wow, look at this game. Gyarados can go ahead and knock out some Floettes for a little bit. I did not mean to talk to him. Okay. Okay. 500. Gyarados is really weird when it comes to auto battling. There we go. Maybe like one more Floette after this. They give about, I'd say, 600 on the high end. So, yeah, one more Floette. I spam the recall button so it doesn't find anything else. Right. Now, Talonflame just needs to fight. And then we are ready for the gym fight. Alright, let's see. Talonflame. Okay. 518. I think one more Floette? Yeah, one more Floette is safe. There we go. Alright. Now... Oh, wait. No, I need to get not to 41, but to 42. So I think Gyarados can actually come back. Yeah. Oops. That's okay. But yeah, fighting fluids seem to give about like 500-ish a pop, which is pretty nice. Go get him, buddy. I don't know why you're walking over there. Alright, Talonflame. Kind of close. Like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more. Well, not 1 or 2. Definitely 2 at least. 1 more is good. Okay. This Talonflame is all ready to go. Just needs probably movesets checked, but I can do that right before. Fight, Gyarados now. I just need to use like a potion or 2 on you. Okay, let's see. Does defeating this board finish up Gyarados' training? Nearly. 1 more, I think. Okay. Come on back, bud. Okay. That is perfect. Okay. So. Oh. I actually need to level up our Stantler 1 more time. Because I miscounted. That's okay. I don't know why I thought 41 was the limit, but it's better than being over it, like I was a little bit ago. So. Luckily, there's still Golducks here for me to use. Okay. This horde should seem helpful. Leche's here just in case if like a big mon comes out of nowhere. I need someone to like tank. Even though it's getting kind of close. How much? 900? Alright, then you're safe to fight this Golduck, and then we're done. Perfect. Let's teleport back to right here. And just like that, get rid of the music. And we can turn up the game. Awesome. Okay. We got some extra levels in some other mons. which is always nice to have, just in case. Alright. I'm gonna need to do some item moving around. Alright, now let's do some item giving. And let's check move sets for everybody. Oh, actually, let's heal. Icy Wind, Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak on the Banette. Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Slash on the Mimikyu. The Houndstone is the mon that scares me the most, honestly. It's got Play Rough, Crunch, Phantom Force, which is not the best. Discharge, Hex, Hyper Voice with Toxicity. No poison moves, which is nice. Let's check moves. Bullet Seed we're keeping. Leech Seed I think is good to have. Zen Headbutt's not going to be doing anything. Neither is Takedown, so we'll give him Charm instead of Takedown for this fight. Okay. Awesome. Don't think you get anything new. You do not. Don't believe you get anything. Don't think you have anything. You have Aerial Ace, but I have Acrobatics, which is just stronger. Good check. Spark. Yeah, nothing really. Don't think you have anything. Hyper Voice is not going to be doing anything. Okay, so this is the team. We're going to give you the loaded dice. Wherever it landed. There we go. We're not giving anything to Talonflame because Acrobatics. We're going to give you I don't have anything. What happened to my other left? Oh, it's on another mon. It's like, where did my other leftovers go? It's probably one of these two, right? Rocky Helmet. Well, I don't really have a good mon for Rocky Helmet. Other than you. So, other than those two mons, actually. Okay. We will give you leftovers. And then we will give Gyarados the Expert Belt. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Gyarados and Sawsbuck. I'm going to... I have Terrestrialized Grass, right? Yes, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Terra Grass, get the Omni Boost from the Terrestrialization, and then use like one Dragon Dance. Well, actually it'd be best if I use Crunch just immediately into Bayonet. Because Mimikyu can set up light screens for all I care. Just getting the mons will be... Alright. Last match of the night. Alright. It's time for the 6th gym. I hope that my double battle strategy will pay off here. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Where's the dancing boy? Well, it's time for Gym 6, baby. Let's hope that double strategy works. Okay. We got these two. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to... Actually, let me check something. Do I have... What do I have? Terra... Water. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is... Turn 1, I am going to Bullet Seed the Mimikyu to get rid of its disguise, and then I'm going to Terra Waterfall on Bayonet to knock it out. Using Terra first turn, I get Omni Boost for both my Mons. This should be really good. Okay. I thought I got Omni Boost, but that's okay. Bullet Seed breaks the disguise. Hit 5 times because of loaded dice. Icy Wind is fine. Get our speed lowered. Alright, now Waterfall with this should knock out Bayonet. Doesn't knock Bayonet out? Oh, okay. I see. So we get the Omni Boost after the end of the turn. I thought it was at the beginning. That's okay. This still is pretty helpful. Okay. Alright, so just so her Toxicity doesn't come out this turn, I am going to Horn Leech the Bayonet, and I'm going to Dragon Dance with Gyarados. That way I can be a high enough level. Ooh. I can be a high enough speed and attack to knock out Toxicity within a single turn. Bayonet goes down. Team levels up. Try and learn Volt Switch? Oh, sure. Slash doesn't do too much. Okay, now we're Dragon Dance, which means we're +1 speed now. Okay, Houndstone comes out. Okay, wonder if her Pokemon went down. Okay, we get another boost to our attacks because we knocked out her first Pokemon. I'm gonna Hornly. Actually, I'm just going to Bullet Seed the Mimikyu. Then I'm just going to Waterfall the Houndstone. I think plus like 3, this should knock out Houndstone. Yeah. Alright, Houndstone goes down. Alright, Bullet Seed knocks out Mimikyu. Perfect. Alright, now it's just her Toxicity. Toxicity comes out. Alright, no matter what we do here, pretty much, it's going to... Not gonna... Yeah, we're gonna be completely fine. Because we're gonna outspeed and kill with Waterfall. It doesn't matter about the thing. Yeah, we're gonna outspeed this Toxicity and knock it out with a single Waterfall from this Gyarados. Hey, there's the boy! He's dancing! Alright. Alright. Terra Ghost. This Waterfall should annihilate him. There we go. And that is the 6th gym defeated. Alright, perfect. Alright. It's been quite a long stream. I am hungry, and I'd like to get some dinner. Those are two of the exact same things, though, so that's fine. Alright, Shadow Ball, good TM. Alright. Once this game can get me out of text, I will save and quit. But I know there's always a little bit more text. What's for dinner, McDonald's? No, I have some food that was made for me. Alright. Here. And we are streaming for this week. Thank you guys for being here. Ugh.